Lord taper, fade, Lord taper, fade, Lord taper, Lord taper, fade, Lord taper, fade, Lord taper, fade, Lord taper, fade. Oh, oh heavens, ba-dum bum 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 bum, ba-dum bum now now now. Oh, come on! This game sucks sometimes, you know. Lord Taper, hey, Lord Taper.
Hornet players have some of the worst and most unoptimal binds. In fact, they almost all play on completely awkward binds that make little to no sense, like Scroll, who, as his name suggests, has to use the scroll wheel to switch between all four of his build pieces. The optimal bind trap is one that I fell for back when I played controller, and then I fell for it again when I switched to keyboard and mouse. On the controller, there just aren't that many buttons, and there are a lot of binds. On a controller with no paddles, I found it impossible to have good movement since jumping requires you to press the A button with your thumb, or awkwardly use your index finger if you play with claw, so this forced me into buying a controller with paddles on the back. But I found the issue with this was that pressing the edit key was slow and clunky on the back paddle, and I couldn't press it fast enough, so I decided to move that to the L1 button, which meant I could switch my build to one of the paddles. But then I realized that because I have two fingers on top of the controller, this made a large stretch between the middle and ring finger, which made the bottom two fingers tense and slow.
I think I've already explored like a majority of this cave, so didn't I?
I'd fix one problem, like the edit speed, then I'd create another, and this cycle would continue. It also does not help that 99% of controllers break after a few months, especially ones with good paddles. So moving to keyboard and mouse was my fix for this, and it has more buttons, so obviously the same issue wouldn't happen again, right? Typically there are 6 major binds that you want to spread across as many fingers as possible. The 4 build binds, edit, and shotgun. Outside of the movement keys, these are the 6 binds that every single player will press the most, so if these binds are in awkward places, then it can really slow down your mechanics. Of course, there are a lot of
heavens.
binds like jump, the assault rifle button, and the crouch, but these aren't ones that people typically optimize for, they're usually secondary. On keyboard and mouse, most players try to spread these 6 major binds out across 2 of their mouse side buttons and the fingers of their left hand as much as possible. In theory, this makes a lot of sense. It's a bad idea to have too many binds on one finger, as there's a delay in moving your finger from one button to another. If there's already another finger on that button, the delay is removed. If, for example, you use your floor on E and then your cone on C, you could press both of these with your index finger, but it would be much easier to press E with your index and then C with your thumb. Try this on the surface in front of you, but don't do this on a keyboard if you've got it in front of you, because you'll probably just tab out or skip around this video. Tap one finger back and forth as if you have 2 buttons there that you were pressing. Now try it as fast as you can. Now try to push these 2 imaginary buttons with 2 fingers instead, alternate between the 2. You'll almost definitely notice that there's just no way one finger can be as fast as 2. Everything I've said so far sounds great in theory, and I'm sure you all agree because I'm always right. So does it make sense that Peterbot, the fastest and undisputed best competitive player right now, has 3 build binds and his edit on one finger? Well, in order to understand this, you first need to understand the big problem with keyboard and mouse binds. One of the biggest issues that I very quickly realized when I switched from controller is the movement. When you're playing on controller, your left thumb moves the joystick, leaving the other 4 fingers on the hand to press whatever buttons you want. But on the keyboard and mouse, you use your index, middle, and ring finger to move. Given your right hand is on the mouse and not on the keyboard, this means that the only fingers free to press any other keyboard bind is the little finger and the thumb on your left hand. So in order to press a lot of the binds, you have to take your fingers off of W, A, S, and D in order to hit these buttons, which limits your movement. For example, if you want to press F to edit, you use your index finger, but your index finger is what you use to press D when you walk to the right. This means that the vast majority of players cannot walk to the right and edit at the same time, which is a big limitation. Almost regardless of what binds you use, you're going to be limited in some way. Pro player Queasy has wall bound to Q, so he can't place a wall whilst walking to the left, and he also has floors bound to R and stairs bound to T, meaning that he can't walk to the right whilst pressing E with his index finger. Vico, who won FNCS last season, uses his thumb to press X and C, which are his binds for wall and floor, his little finger to press shift for cone, and then has his stairs on his mouse side button. This means that he can move in any direction and press any of his build binds, as none of these use his WASD fingers, but this still means that he has 2 binds built to one finger, which is on his thumb, and I'll be honest, I have no idea how he builds this map with his thumb and doesn't accidentally mash the spacebar all the time, but even his layout still has problems. If you're watching free builds in slow motion, you can see how things like his cones and floors can always place at the same time, since he can press both of his thumbs with 2 different fingers. If you watch him place a wall and then a floor, there's actually a bit of a noticeable delay between these two, as he has to move his thumb from C to X. Then to edit with E, he still has to move his index finger off of D, so like most people, he can't walk to the right and edit. And then there's also Scroll, who with just under $75,000 earned, has all 4 of his build binds on his mouse. Scroll presses Q to switch between his weapons to open his build menu, and then he uses the scroll wheel to select
okay.
which build
Jump.
he wants to place. It also seems that he doesn't have the reset build choice enabled either, which means that when he
Interesting.
switches to his build bar, it doesn't automatically reset to a wall like it does for most people on controller. Instead, it pulls out the last build piece he used, and then he has to scroll up or down to select the correct build piece. The only exception to this is that he uses the mouse button for cone, which allows him to press the floor and then the cone quickly, creating a double instantly. I won't lie, he's not Peterbot, okay? His mechanics are not that cracked. He's way less than any other pro. He plays slowly, but he understands angles and peaks very well, and he's really good at getting in the box. His aim is amazing, and of course, because of this, he has phenomenal movement because he's not really limited by his left hand. He plays to his strengths. Now, speaking of Peterbot, his solution to the keyboard movement problem is one I haven't seen any other pro player do, and it's probably one I wouldn't recommend. His build binds are on T, Y, F, and V, with his edit bind on G. Now, if you're looking at that on your keyboard, you'll notice that this looks incredibly inefficient, yet he's literally the fastest competitive player. When I asked him how he does this, he told me that he uses his index finger to hit T for wall, Y for floor, X for stairs, G for edit, and all of his weapon and inventory slots outside of his shotgun, which is on his mouse. Then, in order to hit the cone on V, he also uses his thumb. So this means that he hits 4 of the 6 major binds with one finger, which on the surface seems incredibly inefficient. Now, if you try this, you'll realize this is a massive stretch, and it just feels incredibly uncomfortable. Like, how is he meant to
Where's
walk
the
to the
crafting
right
table?
at all with his index finger whilst hitting these binds? But the way that Peterbot achieves this isn't actually by using a traditional WASD setup. To hit these movement keys, he uses his little, ring, and middle fingers to press WASD instead of the ring, middle, and index. This frees up his index finger to hit all of these buttons as he likes, and there may be some validity to this. Any musician out there will know how useless the little finger is in comparison to any other finger, so restricting it to literally just walking left with A and reloading with Q actually makes a lot of sense. In terms of dexterity, which is the skill in performing tasks, the little finger is the slowest and the weakest, but strength and speed aren't the only important factors. Individualization is also incredibly important. Now try this out. Straighten and bend your ring finger. You'll see that your middle finger also moves a little bit. And the opposite is also true if you move your middle finger. Now remember when I said I struggled with the stretch and tension in my hand when I was playing with paddles back in the controller? This is exactly why. These 2 fingers are connected by a tendon in the middle, and they can't move independent of one another. Now this doesn't make these 2 fingers useless by any means, but it goes to show the importance of the index finger and the thumb, since these can move entirely independent of the other fingers, and they are strong, unlike that crappy little finger. With this in mind, it isn't entirely surprising that Peterbot can have nearly all of his 6 they are two of the most versatile fingers. So all of these players I've mentioned have something inefficient with their binds, and that's because there are no optimal binds. Every single layout has some form of issue, but this isn't actually the trap. The trap is thinking that you'll massively improve if you switch to optimal binds, which also, as I mentioned, don't exist. If you've been watching my videos for a while, you'll see I've posted 2 videos in 2023 switching to quote-unquote optimal binds. In short, I move my hand to the middle of the keyboard so I can use my thumb to hit right alt easier for code, and then this means that my movement binds would be UHJK instead of WASD, but I move my walk right to Y instead of K so that my ring finger moves between Y and H to move left and right. This frees up my index to edit faster, which is on K, which means I, unlike a lot of these other players, can walk to the right as I edit. Now, I have absolutely improved over the last 2 years. My mechanics now are way better than they ever have been, but is this really because of the fact that I switch my binds, or because I've just been playing for another 2 years on top of that? Even with the binds I have now, which are about as optimal as I can get them for myself, I still have to press I for floor with my index, which means there's still 2 major binds on the same finger. Like I said, there are no such thing as completely optimal binds. Overhauling my binds took around 4 months to get used to, and to this day, I'm still changing minor binds around like infantry and map and traps when I accidentally hit them. But what if I just stayed with my old binds? Well, that's what Peterbot did. This video is from the 2nd of August, 2021, which is just under 4 years ago. Notice his strange binds were the same back then as they are now. He may have changed something around small like I did, but the main major binds are exactly the same. Just like my optimal binds are not the reason I'm cheap. Unfortunately, it's on me. The big young count said it best 5 years ago. Optimal binds are a myth, and if you change binds, you are stupid. Now, I don't necessarily agree that changing them makes you stupid, but changing them and thinking you're going to be an entirely different
Was that iron? That was
player
iron.
just isn't true. This is the trap of optimal binds. With this being said, a lot of people will be wondering what are the best binds. And I think looking at Miko, Cooper, and Norelis makes the most sense. They're all some of the most mechanical players out there, and their binds...
Oh, diamonds! Let's go.
Similar to Peterball, have all been using these binds for over 3 years. They all have one build bind on C, and with their thumb. 2 of the build binds are on their mouse side buttons, but in Miko's case, he has 2 on his thumb, which is C and X, as we said earlier. Then they all also use left shift for cone, which they hit with their little finger. So basically, no build binds on any of the movement fingers. Both Miko and Noah use their index finger for editing, which makes sense, as this is the finger you need to be the fastest with. Then Cooper strangely uses his thumb to edit on V. Q for shotgun makes the most sense, which Cooper and Miko use, as you can just hit your edit with your index finger and then quickly pull out your shotgun using your ring finger on Q. So my suggested optimal quote-unquote binds are basically what Cooper uses, but with edit on F, as most people probably won't be as accurate with edit and wall both on their thumb. Now, Peterbot's binds may be very strange, but they're not the reason he's the player. If you want to find out why it's literally impossible to beat Peterbot, click on this video on screen right now.
Stop the bidding on 5.
Robin Hood Gold members get...
Wow, ass. Oh,
With a brand new edition of Fortnite's new map in Reload, Slurp Rush, I believe, it got me thinking about the crazy potential that this mode has to offer. Currently, Reload now has 3 maps to play
no,
on
okay,
in
where did
its
I
rotation,
come
but as
from?
of right now, Slurp
Oh,
Rush
right
is
there,
the
okay.
only one that is
Right
playable.
here,
The first being inspired by the first couple of seasons of Chapter 1, the second being inspired by Chapter 1 Season 5, Desert Biome, and now the third being inspired by Chapter 2, which is really cool. I love that Reload is consistently getting the updates that it deserves.
oh, wait, diamonds? Oh my god, I missed these. Oh my god, dude. Oh, let's go, I got enough. I can make a diamond pickaxe and a enchanting table.
Winter theme, and even a Chapter 2 Season 2 theme. In today's video, I want to go more in depth on the potential maps we could see.
I'm gonna use that zombie spawner I found to make a mob grinder too. Duh.
As give Epic some ideas to capitalize on these map updates even get straight into it. For starters, I think Epic hosting a Reload Cup that allows you to win a free skin related to the theme of the new map is super cool. For those who don't know, the Elite Zadie skin is a new version of the original Zadie skin introduced back in Chapter 2, Season 1. Epic implementing the idea of free rewards on the launch of a brand new Reload map sounds fun. Sucks that they didn't do it for the other two though, but moving forward we can expect some type of free cosmetic tied to new Reload maps that
Yeah, that doesn't
in
mean
the future.
like.
As talked about in my
I don't like it when people are like that, just like, oh my god, guys, this map, they released a skin going on with the theme of this map. We're going to get it every season now, woo! No, it's probably just like a one-time thing, or like they'll do it like every few times. It's not going to be every time. I hate when people do that.
I
It's
can
stupid.
definitely see Epic taking this idea in the future and giving us like a Season 9 inspired map.
Dude, that'd be amazing.
From Neo Tilted and placing many buildings or even
Mega Mall, Neo Tilted, and then...
entire map.
Was that really it?
Up level
I'm pretty sure there's the... Okay, other than Pressure Plant. Yeah, Pressure Plant.
Chapter 4 Season 2 and base these cities off of Mega City. I can see
But honestly, a snowy map would be amazing. Because we could use a volcano, we could use... Oh, I was thinking of the jungle and I said volcano, that's why. But we could use Polar Peak, Brutal Bastion, Happy Hamlet, Crackshot's Cabin, but instead of like Crackshot's Cabin, it could be like Crackshot's Factory or something. It's like a giant toy factory. That'd be cool. Then we got Lonely Labs, and
also discussed previously in that video was a winter theme, a map covered in snow, polar opposite from the desert drop map.
I already forgot a lot of snowy areas. Oh, Grand Glacier, that'd be amazing, dude. Grand Glacier, I forgot about that, dude. It was in the snowy biome. And then we have a snowy biome on here on this map currently, but it's not really a snow theme. It's just
shop for this one and give us winter/holiday themed cosmetics from its launch. This would now give them a proper reason to bring back these seasonal cosmetics that they have been randomly dropping on us throughout the year. Anytime the winter
honestly, they've been killing it though with free rewards.
whatever holidays
Like ever since like Chapter 6
they want.
started, like they've been killing it. Like all the free rewards we've gotten, all the like the amazing like gameplay stuff we have. They've killed it, dude. Like Chapter 6 is like S tier chapter, dude. It's amazing.
To match the current season it is dropped in, we could potentially see them take inspiration off of the Chapter 2 Season 3 map. I would love to see a water-based map again. It's been ages since we've last gotten to experience that. To even differentiate it from the new Slurp Rush map, the Authority could make its return along with the other locations.
Okay, dokie. I need to make a diamond pickaxe.
It's fine that way, as the current maps feel fast-paced enough to
Alright, then I'm gonna go over to that other portal that's over there.
This would mark the return of
Okay.
sharks and boats to get across the water quicker and hop
Honestly, dude, a Chapter 2 Season 3 map would be amazing, though, with, like, all those junk piles and whatnot. We could use the Fortilla, Authority, Caddy Corner, the 3 main POIs, and then we could use, like, Floating Farm. I'm pretty sure that's what Frenzy Farm was called when it was added, when, like, Season 3 came out. I'm pretty sure it was Floating Farm. And we can't forget about Coral Castle, my boy Coral Castle, dude. I was upset when, Chapter 2 Remix, like, when it was originally planned, like, it was going to go through all 8 seasons of Chapter 2. I was kind of, well, I guess minus Marvel, and then minus, like, whatever the hell, I don't know, man. But, I was really upset because Coral Castle didn't return. I was like, my boy Coral Castle, not gone, bro. He's gone, my boy gone, bro. Oh, heavens. That was terrifying.
Experiences taking elements from previous beloved seasons and mashing it together to create something exciting and refreshing for players who want to experience something new at a bit more fast pace. The possibilities are genuinely endless for Reload, and within time there could possibly be tens, if not hundreds, of maps to play from. Although that probably won't happen anytime soon. But that's what these videos are for. Epic, I hope you're listening, and I hope you're liking it. Anyways, that's the video. If you enjoyed, please leave a like. truly mystic in the item shop. If you would like to support me, help
Make
me on
sure.
a day or night, I will catch you in the next one. It's truly mystic, and until then, peace.
I was making sure, and that was the best thing to do. Eat.
Form 1040 returns only. See if you qualify at turbotax.com/free.
Do, 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 do.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. As you can see, we are back at Bubblegum.
Oh, wait, that's why I was taking so long.
Because
Oh.
where my next videos are going to be for like the next 2 years, probably. Anyway, I completed the index, and yeah, it was a long journey. All the pets are completed. That means we get to show off the new Trio Cube. And I think I am one of the first people to ever unlock the full index. So let's go ahead and hop right into it without further ado. So let's go ahead and open up this rainbow thing, which we get an infinite elixir, which is really cool. But this is what I'm most interested about, is the Trio Cube. Oh, whoa. Okay. The index pet. Oh, that looks so sick, dude. Okay, first thing we're gonna do is, so base stats of 1,400 bubbles, 1,950 coins, and 23 gems. And I'm gonna put a max level potion on it, and it is now one of my best pets. Not my best pet, but it's one of my best pets. And how does it look? Dude, it's a lot smaller than I thought it was gonna be, but it's definitely a really cool looking pet. Really, really cool looking indeed. And I got 2 rainbow sharks. Oh yeah. But yeah, very cool looking pet indeed.
Yeah, it's not that
So
cool
let's
looking.
go do whatever with it. I mean, I don't know. I didn't really have an idea for this video other than showing off the brand new pet. But I guess we could, yeah, I actually have no clue. I really didn't have a plan for this video. And I've been playing for a day now, over 24 hours non-stop. I've not left the game, and I still have not seen the royal chest, not even once.
I saw it
Guys,
once. I didn't get anything
not
from it,
even once.
anything good.
Alright, so, yeah, that's pretty much the video. It took 124,000 eggs and 24 hours to unlock every single pet in the index. And, yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, I know it was a short one, but if you guys enjoyed, please comment, like, subscribe. It'd be very much appreciated, and see you guys in the next one. Bye! Hello?
Boo, 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 boo. Boo, 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 boo.
At US Cellular, you don't have to choose between a great deal on the phone you want and the phone plan that's right for you. You can get both. 4 free phones of your choice and 4 lines.
Well, well, well. Look what the cat dragged in from Stanford. Hey, Dwight. Fact. I am older. I am wiser. Do not mess with me. Okay, sounds good. What are you doing? Dracula. I'm just under my forehead. Oh, look good. Why are you looking at my forehead? Hold on. Meet my eyeline, Jim. Stop acting like an idiot. Hey, buddy. Hey, Jim. Come here. Do you know who that is? No. Look at him. T-shirt, jeans. Is it you? I am flattered. That's Johnny Depp. Where'd you take that? In my condo complex. Oh my God, that's right. I read in People magazine that he was looking for a 2-bedroom condo in Scranton. I'm plugging out, man. Well, you remember my idea for the 4th Pirates? Sure, they should do one. Hey, Jim, where do I find the Black Pearl? Who's that? Captain Jack Sparrow. Captain Jack Sparrow, Jim. John Dillinger. No, I'm Captain Jack Sparrow. Captain Crunch. Okay.
Hey.
Oh, Pam? I you in here for a second? It's important stuff.
Okay. What is this?
I found Dwight's wallet in the parking lot.
Oh my god, what are we gonna do?
I don't know what the best play is. Do we tear everything up, or do we buy a horse on the internet? I mean,
I know what to do.
okay, what?
Okay, put everything back exactly how you found it.
Okay.
Hey Dwight, Tim and I found your wallet in the parking lot.
What did you do to it? Nothing. I'm serious.
No.
Did you do it?
Dwight, I swear we didn't do anything.
Yo, naturally generating arrow. Yo, my base is over here. You're.
Nice try. Cancel card. Cancel card. Cancel card. Well. Lost for, what was it? Oh, 4.5 hours? New record. Low. Previous record? Henry Roston. Boss for 9 years, 4 months. Then he only left because he had family matters to attend to. And what? Michael?
Oh my god! I can't believe it! I just won an art contest! I still don't understand why you wanted me to say that.
I got her. Oh!
Not cool, Dwight.
Not cool. Why are you here? When Darl was coming, you said you wanted me here for protection.
Oh, you tiny little thing.
We just have a lot of stuff down there that could be stolen.
That's ironic
What?
that you are afraid.
Why? From the hood?
Thinking flicker.
They can flicker.
I taught Mike some phrases to help with his interracial conversation. You know, stuff like fleece it out, going Mach 5, thinking flicker. You know, things of Negroes say.
Okay. Greatest strength. A dog-like obedience to authority. That doesn't sound good.
Okay. How about the ultimate team play? Dwight is special, but I don't believe that his talents are being used in this office. So Pam and I have put his resume on Google, Craigslist. We're really interested most in jobs that take Dwight out of state, preferably Alaska or India.
He's a gun nut.
Sticks to his guns.
See where we end up.
Berlin Mills.
Whew.
How did you get my resume? Oh, no, I'm very flattered, don't get me wrong. I'm just not sure that it's my official resume or... Yeah. Satisfied customer posted online. What did it say under martial arts training? Oh, I'm gonna have to supplement that with that number.
Let's see. I had an aunt that I was really close to. She was this amazing.
I just realized I spawned in the cave. This sucks.
Anyway, she was injured in a fight and she was paralyzed. So you can imagine how upset I was when I found out that she asked her manager to remove her breathing tube so she could die.
Wow. If you want to cry, that's okay.
A few years ago, I family was on a safari in Africa, and my cousin, Mufasa, was trampled to death by a pack of wildebeests. And we all took it really hard. All of us in the audience of what happened. Oh, it would probably take an hour and a half to tell that one. Yes. Okay. I was trying to throw this party once, and everyone was over for the weekend. And then my Uncle Bernie died, and so me and my best friend, we had to pretend like he was alive. So, that's weekend in Bernie. Jam! Okay, Jam! What's happening? Oh, sleep. Narcolepsy, probably. Okay, now open your eyes and describe it.
Where's the surface? Release me! Release me! I'm just going up.
Trouble coming up with it. Okay, Sydney! Go! Sydney!
Release me!
Insert the knife beneath the jaw. Bring it all the way around. There's going to be a good amount of blood. Don't let that bother you. Have a bucket there. Blood and the innards and the feather. Hey, you know what, Dwight? Maybe we should get our photo ID taken again. That doesn't make any sense. It'll save time. Meet the parking lot every morning and walking together. Perfect. Smile. No. I never smile if I can help it. Showing one's teeth.
She scared me, dude.
Pansy begging for its life. This came out really well. There you go. This is humongous. I am not a security threat, and my middle name is Kurt, not Mark. I expect to do very well tonight. I have an acute ability to read people. Jim, for instance, you can tell when he gets a good hand. He coughs. It's the weirdest thing. Every time I cough, he holds. The Silverado Trail Boss.
Oh, am I released? Oh my god, I think I'm released.
And the truck that's sitting
Release! Whoa, that's a cool spawn. I think that's treasure. No, I think that's stable.
Here's how I keep track of all.
Yeah, that's stable. It's all crumbly.
Bring up everything I need
Is that
to
a
be done.
fortress over there?
Next, I set a priority and a due date to keep things.
I really want to go. I really want to do that. I really want to just explore that. Just going to.
Hey guys, Dan's ready for you.
Okay.
Bring it home now.
Um.
Don't forget the new Black Man phrase I taught you. Bippity poppy, give me the something. Yes, sir. For that. Right outside if you need me. All right. Yeah. Tell Mike to be ready. I want him to get the raise. Just help us. Chocolate. Chocolate? Where did you acquire it? That is a delicacy in the Amazon, but it has not yet been imported to the United States. Who is the King of Austria? Joseph II. Who is the King of Prussia? Friedrich Wilhelm III. Who is the King of England? Why, the tyrant King George, of course. I don't care what Jim says. That is not the real Ben Franklin.
No. Really? Me when someone in modern time. No, me when someone from the past who is dead, like, just appears in my office chair in modern day. No. You're not real. No way. Yeah, that's stable. Yeah. Release! Water bucket, release! Release water bucket!
Okay, so Dwight, in your own words, Someone replaced all my pens and pencils with crayons. I suspect Jim Halpert. Everyone has called me Dwayne all day. I think Jim Halpert paid them to.
Yeah, $5 each, and it was totally worth it.
This morning I found a bloody glove in my desk drawer, and Jim Halpert tried to convince me I committed murder. I think he may be the real murderer. Jim Halpert said there was a abandoned infant in the woman's room. When I went to save the child, I saw Meredith on the can. Every time I typed my name, it said diapers. By the end of the day, my desk was about 2 feet closer to the copier.
Yeah, I just moved it an inch every time I went to the bathroom.
How do you spell animalian?
Animalian.
Yes.
Why?
None of your business. I'm writing something.
You're writing something.
Forget it. I'll look it up myself. No, you know what? You do it.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
Yes, I'm in charge. You have to look it up.
But I know how to spell it.
So tell me.
Only if you tell me what you're writing.
Forget it. I'll do it. But you're getting written up.
So now you're writing two things.
Oh, hey. Listen, Jim. Here's a little tip for your performance review. Tell Michael that we should be stocking more of the double-tapped vanilla file folders.
What do you want to double type? No,
Oh, yes, we do. Yeah, it's a new product. So if you just suggest it to me, then be sure to give you a raise.
I'm not asking for a raise.
That is so stupid. What if he gives it to you? Hey, you know what? I am going to zone you out. Yeah, and I don't have to see you tomorrow or Sunday. Please don't
I
call me.
don't know
We'll
if
see how
I'm
things go on
feel
Monday.
again. Can I get a kiss? Can you make it last forever? Can you set them back to put away? I don't know if I'm feel again.
Today is Thursday, but Dwight thinks that it's Friday. And that's what I'll be working on this afternoon.
Michael and Jan definitely made out.
Oh.
Maybe more.
Sharpness. Ooh, sharpness 2. Yes.
Thursday, but Dwight thinks it's Friday.
I can disenchant all those. Get a cool, nice free shovel. Get more of those.
Jim, it is about 11:15, and I wanted to know what you were up to tomorrow, which is the 15th, and that is
Arrows are going to be pretty useful. Ooh, soul speed 2. Okay. Extra armor.
Saturday for lunch. Okay.
And some long range. That's actually kind of W. So, yeah. Where's the sharpness 2? There it is. But I want to...
Hey, how's it going?
Oh my god, did you see The Apprentice last night?
Of course. It's on every Thursday night, so how could I miss it?
Can you believe who Trump fired?
No, that was unbelievable.
Who was it? Who did he fire?
You didn't see it?
No. I went out and got drunk with my laser tag team last night. Crap. Never go out on a Thursday night. What the hell was I thinking?
Hey, move it along. We're camping out to be the first in line to get tickets to the Starman Studios Live, an interactive experience.
We put it down like New York City.
It's Hell 20. Where the hell's 20? No idea. Never missed a day in my ass.
Oh, heavens. Oh!
Okay, you want to do this the hard way? We'll do this the hard way. You wrote down those fake diseases, didn't you?
No. Was that the hard one?
I know you did.
Then why are you wasting everybody else's time?
Well, because I want to know who wrote those diseases down. I want you to write them down. I, Jim Halpert, committed healthcare fraudulence.
Wait, 1 second, because that sounds really good. Is Jackson one word or two? One, right? Because of the show, it's one word.
What is Dwight Abetes?
It's awful.
Problem, Jim. Is that people who are really suffering from a medical condition won't receive the care they need because someone in this office is coming up.
Oh, come on. Bro.
Counter charge.
crap.
I think you. Those are my keys.
Good luck.
How? How did he hit me? He didn't hit me the first time he was there.
This is my lucky day.
Dude.
What is your name, sir? I am Bill Buttlicker. Really, that's your real name? How dare you? My favorite in this country, by the way. Be respectful of life. Yes, Michael.
Alright, well, what's another Minecraft movie quote I can do to make a new world? They love crushing loaf. Okay, well.
Forever not buy anything. Okay. Sorry, that was a family emergency.
Oh no, what's wrong? You know what? That's private.
Boundaries, Dwight. Come on.
I'm sorry, Mr. Buttlicker. As I was saying, we're having a limited...
Once this world opens, I am going to get myself something to drink.
Right now,
Alright, this spawn sucks.
our prices have never been lower.
Wait, are you taking the village? Oh no.
Louder, son! Buttlicker! Our prices have never been lower! He...
I'm gonna mark spawn real quick, even though mark spawn is in the middle of the world.
words I would describe you as is aggressive, hostile, and definitely different.
Alright, be right back. Okay, I'm back. I don't know if I'ma see you again. Can I? Can I?
So, is it true that if you can't get out, you don't want anyone to help you?
Okay,
Oh, yes, I will.
So we shouldn't help you, no matter how much you might beg and plead.
No, alright, just this is getting hot, so let's do this, okay? Ready? 3, 2, 1, go!
Is everything okay, Michael?
Yes. Alright, let's get started. First off, we're supposed to be pushing cardstock this week. So,
right, there's a sheep right there. I can get some food.
Also, hit record on them. For what? For recording.
No.
That video Coral
Oh
meeting.
heavens.
And to type up the transcripts. Okay. Karen, any news from that law firm?
Yeah, the deal closed yesterday. It's a 6-month commitment.
Oh my gosh, Dwight, what are you doing? What? You're not allowed to take off your pants in the middle of the office.
I'm not.
Well, you know what? Just back up, okay? That's making me uncomfortable. This is sexual harassment, by the way. Oh my god.
He's got a knife. I do not have a knife. No, let the record show that Dwight K. Schrute is now completely nude and is holding a plastic knife to Stanley's neck. Let the record show that Jim Halpert is a liar.
Oh, the dude's name is Stanley. Okay, I thought it was like Carl.
I am not.
I have a shirt with him. He's like, If I don't get some cake, I might die.
Oh my God, Karen, you're right. That is Animal from the Muppet Babies. You can't see my stuff. I am now chopping off Phyllis's head with a chainsaw.
Snap your W-2 and file your tax.
He just ruined the whole moment. I know it.
Your biggest refund. File free now.
I'm just make some chainsaw noises. Ringing.
I was born ready. Wait. I don't know how to tell you this, but we have a little bit of a problem. Not what? The minister just told me that it's tradition for the bestish mensch to be older than the groom. Oh, come on. I've never heard of such a... I haven't heard of it, obviously.
Oh, there's a plains biome over there, or at least a meadow. He's a village! Anyway, oh, there's a baby sheep there. Oh my lordy lord! That goes straight down! That's Scott Travis, you know, straight down. So straight up, it's straight down, you know. Oh, that was it? Oh my god, that was 23 minutes. Most iconic moments, yes. The Office pranks, but it's just terrorizing Dwight.
What would you say if I told you we could pull a prank on Dwight at the same time and not be working for another day? What?
He's gone through a breakup.
Yeah, I'm aware of that, but he's also being super annoying. I'm not a perfect person.
Can you make it last
What if I told you I
forever?
could offer free shipping? Sure, I'll hold. Not sure. Just became self-aware. So much to figure out. Think I'm programmed to be your enemy. I think it is my job to destroy you when it comes to selling paper.
Little Bo Peep used the smart buying tools on Amazon Business. She's not so
So
little anymore.
fancy. You already know. I'm in
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda.
from LA to
From the Kelly
Tokyo.
Best Value brand.
I'm so fancy.
Perfect. So let me just get some basic information from you. Sorry. Yes. Can you repeat that?
Okay. Greatest strength. A dog-like obedience to authority. That doesn't sound good.
Okay. How about the ultimate team player? Dwight is special, but I don't believe that his talents are being used in this office. So Pam and I have put his resume.
Oh heavens. Oh heavens. And now the cave is gonna be flooded.
We're really doing the most thing to take Dwight out of state.
Oh, come on. Really, game?
And how did you get your resume? Oh, no, I'm very flattered, don't get me wrong. I'm just not sure that it's my official resume or if it's something that maybe a satisfied customer posted online. What does it say under martial arts training?
Oh, cool, I got a snowball. How about that?
Your fax number.
Ooh.
Hey,
I'm fine.
Pam? Is you in here for a second? It's, important stuff.
okay.
Me.
What is it?
I found Dwight's wallet in the parking lot. Dude. I went. Or did.
Ooh, sugar cane.
Listen, Jim. Here's a little tip for your performance review. Tell Michael that we should be stocking more of the double-tapped manila file folders. We don't have double-tapped manila file. Oh, yes, we do. Yeah, it's a new product. So you should just suggest that to him, and then he'll be sure to give you a raise. Well, I'm not asking.
Oh, which one? Okay, nope. Leather's more useful.
That is so stupid.
Oh, this island is chill. Okay, well, I don't like how there's like a giant cave cutting through the middle of it. Well, okay, well, it's not that bad. It's not that bad.
I don't have to see you tomorrow or Sunday. Call me.
Honestly, I could deal with this. I could deal with it. It's chill. Just a chill little area.
For tomorrow, you mean Saturday, right? Duh. Today is Thursday, but Dwight thinks it's Friday. And that's what I'll be working on this afternoon.
Can I get a
Definitely
kill?
made out.
Oh.
Maybe more.
Can you make it last forever?
Also, it is
I
Thursday.
said I'm about to go to war.
Keep that going.
And I don't know if I'ma see you again. Can I get a kiss? Can I? Can you make
I wanted to know what you were up to tomorrow, which is the 15th. And that is a
Watch this sheep go.
Saturday.
Bye
So
bye.
let me know what you're doing tomorrow, Saturday, for lunch. Okay. Talk to you soon.
Oh
my God, did you see the news last night?
you were made
Every
for
Thursday night,
loving me.
Can you believe he Trump fired?
No, that was unbelievable. Who was it? Who did he fire?
You didn't see it?
No. I went out and got drunk with my laser tag team last night. Crap. Never go out on a Thursday night. What the hell was I thinking? Where the hell's Dwight? No idea. Stay my ass.
Oh, cool village!
It has been brought to my attention that some of you are unhappy with my plan. So what I'd like you to do is to fill this out and write down any diseases you have that you might want covered. And
Hey, you know what, Dwight? We can't write our diseases down for you because that's confidential.
okay, well, I didn't say to write your name down, did I? Fill it out, leave it anonymous. Or don't write any disease down at all, and it won't be covered. Sound fair? Good. All right, I'll be in my office. Workspace.
Oh, okay, I thought that's a librarian's house for a second. No, that's just one of those big houses.
I'm inventing new diseases. So, like, let's say that my teeth turn to liquid, and then they drip down the back of my throat. What'd you call that?
Preventing diseases. That's spontaneous dental hydrofluosis.
Nice.
Thank you.
All right, who did this? I'm not mad. I just want to know who did it so I can punish them.
What are you talking about?
Someone forged medical information, and that is a felony.
Okay, whoa. Alright, because that's a pretty intense accusation. How do you know that they're fake?
Leprosy, flesh-eating bacteria, creative killer nanorobot infected. You did this, didn't you? Absolutely not. Yes, you did. No, I know it was you. Okay, fine. You know what? I'm gonna have to interview each and every one of you until the perpetrator makes him or herself known. And until that time, there will be no healthcare coverage for anyone.
Oh, you're trading potatoes. What are you trading? Wheat? Oh, yes, 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 you are! Let's go!
What is Dwight Abides? Awful. The problem, Jim, is that people who are really suffering from a medical condition won't receive the care they need because someone in his office is coming up with all this ridiculous stuff. Count Chocolitis. Why did you write that down, Jim? Is it because you know I love Count Chocula? I think you need to confess the fact. Yep. What are you doing? Look, those are my keys. Good luck.
Jim! Damn it! No! Jim, let me out! Jim, let...
There's a growth tiger biome over there.
Jim Halpert?
Let me out.
Who is this?
Let me out or you're fired.
No, you can't fire me.
Yes, I can. I'm manager for the day. Clean out your desk.
Okay. Can you hold on 1 second? I'm getting the beat. Jim Halpert.
Hey, Jim.
Hey, Pam. How are you?
Jim?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing okay. Getting excited for the weekend. Yeah, what are you up to?
I'm not bothering you, am I?
No, not
What are you doing?
I have nothing to do.
Oh, great.
Jim?
Yeah, no, this weekend, nothing. I'm not really doing anything.
Oh, yeah.
Might go to the mall.
The mall.
I need new shoes.
Oh, interesting. What kind of shoes?
Jim? What's up, buddy? This is not funny. Why is my stuff in here?
Wow, that's weird. Ooh. $1 for a stapler.
Let's see. That's beetroot. Dang, no carrots in this village.
Vending machine guy.
They're living sad lives.
Oh, no. That's my pencil cup.
I don't think so. I just bought it.
I think so. And you're gonna hand it over to me.
I think I'll leave.
Okay, fine. My wallet.
Yeah, your beetroot.
There it is. K1. Okay, you know what? How many? You got the nickel.
No, gonna see you again. Can I get a kiss? Can you make it last forever? Can you? I'm about to go to war about.
You know what? Joke's on you, because I know Morse code. Ha! Yeah, that's what we're doing. In our very limited free time, and with our very limited budget, we went and got a nanny. And then we went out and took a class on a very outmoded and very unnecessary form of communication, just so we could talk about you in front of you. Yep, that's exactly what we did.
Tapping his foot against the leg of his desk. When I asked him to stop, he said, I will, when you lose the baby weight.
Very well. I must have imagined it. I apologize. Detonator. Detonator winner.
Michael? Jim? Are you clear?
It's a pen.
Michael, come on. Get back to work, Dwight, please.
Rip.
Fine.
I'm just gonna
Hey,
rip Iron Golem. But I got some iron! Yeah, baby! Can I get a kiss? Can you make it last forever?
okay, let's go, ladies of Dunder Mifflin. Hey, we should have a calendar printed up. Pam, put that in my good idea.
Let's go.
Are you finished with the sketch?
Yeah.
Doesn't seem like the type.
Phyllis got a good look.
I plan on plastering this pervert's face everywhere. You can run, but you cannot hide.
Dunder Mifflin Paper / sex predator hotline. This is Dwight Schrute.
Hey, what? Jim?
Tim, what are you doing? I'm busy.
No, I'm not. I'm looking right at you.
Ugh, my hand.
Don't. I have information about the sex predator.
You have information about the sex predator?
I saw him 2 minutes ago.
Where?
In the women's bathroom.
Ooh, look at that flat island. That's a perfect area to live. It's by a okay village.
Anti-plastic task force! Above the sink. Above the sink.
Can I get a kiss?
Tim? Hey, I need to give you your Christmas gift now because, well, I'll just tell you.
What?
For the past few months, I've been sending Dwight letters from the CIA.
Are you serious?
They're considering it for a top secret mission. There's his application. This is where I made him list every secret he promised he'd never, ever tell.
Last year, my boss, Michael Scott, took a day off because he said he had pneumonia, but really he was leaving early to go to Magic Camp. Wow.
So here's the gift. You get to decide what his top secret mission is. Sorry I didn't grab it.
Like that?
Night.
Oh, you know what? Sorry, I forgot to tell you. I intercepted this transmission earlier, and it seems that the CIA is going to need Dwight down at their headquarters at Langley for training, and an ice cream social with other agents.
To make his trip easier.
No.
Oh heavens, the sun's already setting again.
Well, maybe the CIA can send a helicopter.
Ooh, this is also a good area to sit. We got like a little watery area. Would this be called a lagoon? I don't know.
Destroy phone.
I don't know what a lagoon is.
Destroy phone.
I know it's a body of water.
I could always sound a winner for that. Oh, really?
Which is an ocean, a pond, a lake, a river.
Wherever the road takes you, Chevy is ready to drive you forward. With pure power unleashed.
A stretch of salt water separated from the sea by a low sandbank or coral. Okay.
Leads to new possibilities.
So
Together, let's
a
drive.
saltwater wall equals saltwater, then coral wall or sandbar equals lagoon.
Special
Okay.
rewards and exclusive deals, and it's
This
only
area's
for
cool.
US Cellular customers. It's like we got our own special club. Should we show 'em?
Yeah, this area's chill, dude. But that island is also really cool, though.
Us days at US Cellular. Right now, our customers can get $1,200 off any phone plus $500 off any
No. I actually probably should have kept that cow, because I have wheat on me, so I would have actually been able to breed them.
That's ridiculous. You know what? Why don't you move that cup rack? Excuse me, everyone. Attention in the office, please. Jim is about to prove his telekinetic powers, and he needs absolute silence. Go ahead.
Okay, I'll try.
Oh, there's a, that's cool, there's just a room showing there. Now, I need a fence, too, so I'm just gonna wait till I do it. There's another room down there, too.
disappointing, Dwight. Who are you?
Who am I? I'm Jim. We've
Oh,
been working together
no,
for 12 years.
What's the name?
We're
Oh,
just
no, no.
You're not Jim. Jim's not Asian.
You seriously never noticed? Hey, hats off to you for not seeing rings.
Right, Jim. Why don't you tell me about that sale that you made yesterday?
Wellington Systems sold them 10 cases of 24-pound letter stock. Or were you talking about commercial? But I'm hoping I've got a voicemail from the dealer you're waiting for.
Please enter your password.
You're kidding me! You're kidding me! I hate the drought so much! You suck!
No. Sensitive information. Only for employees, not outsiders.
I'm trying to work.
You don't work here. You're not Jim.
I got that dinner reservation. Free till 7:30.
Oh, great, can't wait.
Jim did tennis this morning, and Steve is an actor friend of ours.
You are. You are not Jim. This is Jim. Oh, dude.
I want to see how many maps are, like, identical.
Hey, Jim. Can I talk to you for a second?
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay, well, these two are...
Crazy, because I keep overhearing
These
all
two are
these
dookie.
conversations between Michael and corporate about
Let's see, I'm on the side of this one.
yeah, he's making me take notes on these meetings, and I'm like, these people.
Dude, I hate how they did the stupid parody with Jobs. That's, like, actually ridiculous. Like, I can't see my cursor, like, where it's looking when I'm on the side of the map. Okay, Java has it all better!
That was beautiful. All her ideas.
Okay, well, I know where I am now. What about... Okay, well, I'll wait for...
Okay, here's the deal. Alright. Pam says that one of the alliances is meeting in the warehouse. I know, but it's gonna be a little tough because there's no good place to hide.
No, yes, there is. Behind the shelf. Oh my God. What? Why? I know exactly what to do.
Great. So you want me to stay here and, stand next to the boss?
No. You need to go upstairs to the party. So people don't notice that we're both gone.
Right. That's good.
Can I trust Jim? I don't know. Do I have a choice? No. Frankly, I don't. Will I trust Jim? Yes. Should I trust Jim? You tell me.
Good thing that the runes give me so much axes for some reason. Like, why axes, dude?
Downstairs.
Why axes? Like, it could have been anything else. Why axes, dude?
Go down there and work your magic. Is that somebody? Yeah, no, I'm saving this for Dwight. Come on, be a team player. That's good.
Hey, where are you? Yeah, we were supposed to meet here. What? Time is running out.
Snap your W-2 and
I'm running.
file free now. Roughly 37% of filers qualify. Simple 1040 returns only. Click browse.
Whoa, that clip is cool.
Oh my god! That ties in perfectly with something that Michael was telling me earlier. I just don't know what some of the people in, like, accounting are gonna do. It said specifically that...
What is all those weird markings on that map? I don't... It might be a village, but I don't think it is.
Just convinced Dwight he needs to go to Stanford and spy on our other brains. No. But before he does so, I told him that he should dye his hair to go undercover. If we can get him to drive to Connecticut and put his hair.
What are you trying to cop a feel or something?
No, dude, no. Whoa. God, I don't even know how to explain this. Dwight asked me to be in an alliance. And then, we've just been messing with him. Because of the whole alliance thing.
Office pranks.
That's stupid, but it's just office pranks. An alliance, what the hell is he talking about?
I have absolutely no idea.
Come on.
politics, baby. Get what you can out of someone, then crush them. I think Jim might have learned a very valuable lesson for that. He's not supposed to be in here.
Alright, right here.
100 iced macchiatos a day and practically nothing else. There's a really cool coffee place, Jitters, at the Steamtown Mall. Been there? Ever been to Jitters? Fine, you are so yours. Give me your number, so I can text you. Come on. That email address? The girl that I just thought you should know. I think there's something a little fishy is going on.
Fishy.
And you're either going to stay in college.
That little girl is a child. I don't want to see you sniffing around her anymore this afternoon. You understand? Boy, if you lost your mind, I'll help you. Besides this, somebody's going to help you out there. Jesus can come through that door and he's not going to help you if you don't stop sniffing after my child.
Stanley yelled at me today. That was one of the most frightening experiences of my life. My work is easier because I used to
That was the most frightening experience of my life.
start by looking up what I need to get done and a list view. Next, I set a priority and a due date.
I wake up every morning in a bed that's too small, driving my daughter to a school that's too expensive, and then I go to work to a job for which I get paid too little. But on pretzel day,
I like. Oh, there it is.
pretzel day.
Because you're acting all tough and everything? Like what they were rapping about was cupcakes, the Chronicles of Narnia. Who invented cupcakes, right? I want to
Hey, Philip, what are you doing?
just saying how to boss.
No, I think you're cutting in line.
Well, settle down, Scott.
No, I'm not gonna settle down.
No way.
Get in the back, please.
Back of the
Thank
line.
you. Right.
Put a pair of Marys. This is pretzel day.
There you are. I don't think we have finished with my inbox.
What's Scott's tots?
Has it really been 10 years? A local businessman pledges college tuition to third graders. Yes, I have a dream, and it's not some MLK dream for equality. I want to own a decommissioned lighthouse, and I want to live at the top, and nobody knows I live there. And there's a button that I can press and launch that lighthouse into space.
Any suggestions? Yes, Andy. What if we changed our outgoing answering machine message so it just had a little more zing and a little more pep? Zing and pep. See, those are the kind of words we're looking for. Yes, Jim.
What about if we did an even newer voicemail message that had even more zing and pep?
Now we're cooking. I like this. Maybe a whole theme, like a rap rhyme.
An urban thing.
An urban? Yeah. Stanley, you want to help us out with that? Stanley, Eartha Stanley.
Not me.
Yes, you. Come on, Stanley. Put your little game down and join the group.
No.
Stanley, we're having a little
Leave me alone, damn it.
having a brainstorm session. Did I stutter?
Yeah.
Good. This is good. I'm going to grab a glass of water.
Hey, Jim. Stanley's back from the hospital today. Can you sign us out?
Glad they didn't mix up the tonsillectomy with a mustache.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh, because your jokes are all hilarious. It's nice. It's funny. It mentions his tonsillectomy and makes funny little jokes about his mustache.
Stanley doesn't have a mustache.
Yeah, he does.
Ham, take a break. Stanley does not have a mustache. I misspoke. I'm not sure. I think he has one. Now that I think he has a mustache.
Okay, Phyllis sits across from him every day. Phyllis, does he have a mustache or not? Oh, I don't know. Now I think he does.
Man's worked here for 25 years. How can none of us picture his face?
Because we come here to do our jobs. We don't start business. Okay, which one of these looks more right?
Neither of those looks like any person that has ever existed or been dreamt of in the history of human insanity. That's the one. Guys, that's the elevator. What if it's him? Okay, quick. Who says mustache? Yep. Who says no mustache?
Hey! Welcome back, Stanley.
Stanley, you crush your wife during sex and your heart sucks. Boom, roasted. Oscar, you are... Oscar, you're gay. Wow. Andy, Cornell call. They think you suck. And you're gayer than Oscar. Boom, roasted. Boom, roasted.
No.
Alright, not bad, I was right. Just seems kind of crazy in a way I might need right now. I don't know. Oh, that's not yours. Stanley just drank OJ out of my mug and didn't seem to realize that it wasn't his hot coffee. So the question has to be asked. Is there no limit to what he won't notice?
What's a 7-letter word for purse?
Satchel.
No, starts with an H.
Handbag.
Thank you.
All right, everybody, take a seat. As you may have heard, our branch on the planet Jupiter is up 8,000% in sales.
Hold up. That clock is slow. It is 5 o'clock. I will see you all tomorrow.
Bye, Stanley. Love you.
So long, Stanley.
Night, everybody.
He just doesn't care.
You get to go out.
No, they bring it in.
You lucky son of a bitch. I have been trying to get on jury duty every single year since I was 18 years old. To get to go sit in an air-conditioned room downtown, judging people while my lunch is paid for. That is the life.
Satchel. Headbag. Thank you. He's just shirtless.
Oh. What is this, a meatball? Really? It's always more fun to mess with Dwight with an audience. That was usually Pam. So now that she's out, I had to find someone else. Turns out that Stanley is quite the comedy fan. But not everything makes him laugh. He has very specific tastes. Hey, moving along. We're camping out to be the first in line to get tickets
More
to
food.
the Starman Studios live.
Meer food.
Experience
Meer food.
through a painting. And it's really weird. Jim, come on. So juvenile. What the?
You've been meatballs.
Oh,
Are you ready for some meatballs?
man. This is not very clever, Jim.
Look for your stapler.
Really, Jim? Really? Very funny.
Okay, good night. What's a haul?
32 meatballs.
Good day. That idiot's been feeding us for a week. We'll never have to buy meatballs again.
Very simple. There are only 3 rules. You must not touch the ground, you must not step outside of the ring, and you must always wear the safety mittens.
We don't have any safety mittens.
Probably left them in the trunk of my car. It's alright. It's alright. Here we go.
Get him,
It's a way for me to lie. Yeah, no, good. Okay. Oh my God. I've never seen that look in a man's eyes, ever. I thought that I might die. On beach day. Jim? No, thanks, I'm good. That's what she said. Mom?
My mother's coming.
That's what she said. No.
He realized it. It's just like, oh.
Hey, that's what she said. Does the skin look red and swollen? That's what she said. That's my joke. Damn it, Dwight. That's what she said. Huh. I don't get it. Grapes, seductive? How about the Phyllis-Angela dispute?
You already did me.
That's what she said.
Dwight, get out of my nook.
That's what she said. That's what she said. That's what she said. I want to give you something.
Oh. That's what she said? And in the future, if I want to say something funny or witty or do an impression, I will no longer ever.
When I was younger, yeah, I'm gonna go back in my day. Back in my day, I thought The Office was like a very mature, like, thing, unlike detective work or something, because like it was on like the same time as like Criminal Minds and Law and Order and whatnot. It was on the same thing as that stuff. So I thought it was like The Office was like a heavily mature like show for like adults and whatnot, but no, it's just like a weird odd documentary on like an unrealistic office space.
Why is this so hard? That's what she said. Oh my God.
Push it in as deep as you can. No, I need 2 men on this. That's what she said. No time. But she did. No time. Guys, get on this.
No, don't make it harder than it has to be.
Can you make that straighter? That's what she said.
It's just like it's
No.
Can you make that straighter? That job looks hard. You should put your mouth on that. How can you even use that one naturally?
Balloons, I thought. And up comes the tool
one
bar.
of the balloons, I thought. Ooh.
Your office is full of genitalia. Oh, hey, so is okay, DJ L. That's what he says. Damn it. Oscar, would you reach over and touch this thing? That's what he said. Right, guys? Because it's gay?
Because I'm gay.
Social change. Part of my job is regional manager. You know what? Even if it didn't, at least we put this matter to bed. That's what she said. Or he said.
That didn't sound funny.
That's what she said. I don't think I'll be here in 10 years. That's what I said.
What happens?
That's what she said. That's what she said. I never know. I just say it. The boy does, you know, to lighten the tension when things sort of get hard. That's what she said. Hey, nice. So instead you screwed me? That's what she said. No. Listen to me, Mike. You gotta do something about that.
Alright, I want that trident. I think that's a trident. Is he holding a trident? He is holding a trident! He is holding a trident, guys.
Yeah.
He's holding a trident!
Hold it in your mouth.
Oh. Okay. So anyway, my plan...
You were directly under her the entire time. That's what she
I'm gonna get rid of
That's what she said.
that little bit right there and flatten all that out. I'm gonna, like, do something over here, because why not, you know?
No, wait, I don't understand who's on the record saying this.
With all due respect, I'm in the middle of the line of questioning. Now, Mr. Scott, what did you say Ms. Levinson said regarding your employment status with respect to her corporate position? Come again? That's what she said. I don't know what you're talking
If I may, he was just telling the girls before, so we move on to the other question.
about.
That's what she said.
Delivery's all wrong. Bush ran it.
Michael, you're making this harder than it has to be.
That's what she said.
No, comedy is a place where the mind goes to differ itself. That's what she said.
I'm not saying it won't be hard, but we can make it work.
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
Alright, well, this is gonna feel so good getting this thing off my chest.
I can't be there for you. I'm sorry. Jim, I just really wish there was something I could do. Michael, I can't believe you came. That's what she said.
Alright, well, I think that's enough Office, because I think I've seen, like, all the Office clips. Because I got bored one day, and I'm just like, oh, this seems funny. Oh my god, it is funny, you know?
A few weeks ago, I showed you guys 10 most incredible things that I have ever found on Google Earth. Since then, I've had the chance to visit a couple of those
Oh,
places
heavens.
and also do a lot more Google Earth research. In this video, I'll be going over the next 10 best finds I've made on Google Earth since then. I can't believe how many amazing features I found over that time, so this list was quite difficult to make. But I guess that's what happens when I spend hours on Google Earth every day. I will say, the top 2 places on this list are so incredible that they are now the places I most want to visit at some point in my life. First up is an amazing display of floodplain river dynamics, creating a mosaic of meanders. I found this in Alaska, and this is a great example of a feature that is just not at all visible from the ground, and can only truly be appreciated from satellite imagery or from a plane. It's just simply too large, too flat. We can see that when we click on one of the photospheres here, giving us view from the ground, it just looks like a generic river, and you can't see what's going on. But when we zoom out, we can see the beautiful patterns this river is creating. This is all happening because the river is flowing through a very flat section, so it breaks up and winds back and forth as it tries to find its way downhill. As it does this, the channel naturally shifts, and many times it cuts itself off to form what are called oxbow lakes, and we can see many of them here. And that is also what's forming the very fine patterning around the channels. And this giant floodplain here is just a result of this happening over a very long amount of time, giving us some beautiful earth art to look at. Next up is a unique find because it is on the East Coast. Most of my cool finds come from the western United States or Canada or Alaska, but this one is in the Carolinas. And I only learned about it when a viewer suggested it on stream. They're called the Carolina Bays, and they are a congregation of shallow depressions, all of similar shape, and for some reason, they all point in the same cardinal direction. And there are thousands of them. They occur all over the East Coast, beyond just the Carolinas, but they're just named the Carolina Bays because that's where they were first discovered. The most likely cause of this formation is permafrost melting events that would have occurred at the end of the last ice age. Permafrost melting often causes shallow depressions where the land subsides as the ice loses volume as it turns to water. And most of the East Coast where they're found was covered by an ice sheet and subsequently permafrost. Why they all point in the same direction, however, is much more of a mystery. Next up is what I'm calling the Great Fracture. Located on a large mountain in Montana, this 100-meter long fracture seems to go all all the way down this entire mountain. I think it would be fascinating to summit this mountain and then go take a look down the fracture just to not be able to see the bottom. It's also impressive how perfectly straight it is as well, and I'm assuming this has something to do with the rock type, which looks to be limestone. It really reminds me of the Black Crack in Canyonlands National Park, which is another large fracture that I've had the chance to visit, and that was amazing. This is one of those things that isn't really breathtaking or beautiful, but rather something that I really want to visit just out of pure curiosity. And those are the things that I love to find on Google Earth, stuff like this. Lately, the Vermilion Cliffs have been getting a lot of attention on social media, especially this area where the rock is fractured into many small geometric sections. This area is pretty overrun now, so I set out to find another example of this beautiful fracturing on white sandstone. And I knew there had to be some other examples out there. Recently, I finally found another example of it here. The fractures that I found on this rock layer are even more cubic than the ones at Vermilion Cliffs, and I have no doubt that the drone shots here would look otherworldly. I was actually recently in this area, but I didn't have time to stop by this amazing formation, so I had to do it on a return trip. I just think it's so cool how these fractures are offsetting each other at 90-degree angles to create these views, and it really reminds me of the Needles District at Canyonlands National Park. Either way, near right angles in nature are always a really cool sight, and hopefully I can get out here soon. Number 6 is probably the most unique riverbend I have ever found, and it almost looks like an arrow or a spear to me. I'm not sure why the river took such a sharp turn at this point, but it just happened to make a very cool looking shape because of it. I really want to drive to the end of the nearest road and then hike out to the precipice of the arrow and get some fantastic views along the way. From this nearby photosphere, we can see that this canyon is gorgeous in general, so I think the view from the tip of the arrow view would be fantastic, and I'm not really sure if anyone hikes out there. I always love to check out river meanders like this because sometimes you can find little islands that have been separated from the mainland, and in this case, I just got lucky when I zoomed in on this one, and it happened to be a super cool shape. It would also be interesting to see if there's any archaeological artifacts somewhere on this butte, because I know this area was inhabited, and there are many cliff dwellings in the area, so that would make it an even more interesting place to explore, just because of that added possible discovery of something archaeological.
Do you like saving money? Yes. Well, let's say this is you. Hello. And this is you with $468. Woo!
Next, we go to Alaska to look at one of the most perplexing things I have ever found on Google Earth. For a while, I couldn't tell if what I was looking at was even real, or if the imagery was corrupted or glitching somehow. However, upon closer inspection, I do think that this is real because of all the different imagery tiles lined up. So it's not just a glitch in the current imagery. Somehow, the way this Alaskan glacier is flowing is causing it to warp in extreme ways around the edges, making it almost look like mixing paint. I'm not exactly sure why, but my best guess is that the glacier is so wide that the middle is flowing faster than the edges, which leads to the wild patterns along the edges. This glacier is so large that I'm not even sure if you would be able to see the crazy patterning from the ground, so likely the only way to see it in person would be by drone or plane. Either way, it is an incredibly interesting looking formation, and if anyone knows more about glaciers than me, please let me know in the comments how this is happening. I do know that glaciers normally have this alternating white and black pattern because the black sections are just where the rocks are getting piled up, but somehow the rock and ice is just so unreal to me. It just looks fake. I've been doing a lot of searching for this, and this mountain might be the coolest thing that I've seen there so far. A viewer on the stream suggested it, and as soon as I saw the imagery, I knew that this mountain was a place that I have to visit in the future. A jet black mountain jutting out of a gray, blue landscape has to that there are many photospheres on this ridge that show us the beauty of this mountain. It is gorgeous in person. However, there are none over here on this ridge, and that's really where I want to
Alright, now we have a little natural looking wheat field, I guess. Even though like, there's no wheat in it yet.
That would be the best angle to view this on, because it would look like a great black knife just jutting out of the surrounding landscape. Either way, I really want to visit this mountain in the future, because I think this would be a great introduction to some of Canada's amazing geological features. At number 3, I have what I'm calling the Anticline Ridge. I actually found this one a really long time ago, and I almost put it on the last list, but I just didn't end up doing it. So, here it is on this one. This is an area of extreme folding in the rock layers, and thanks to the lack of vegetation in the desert, it is readily available to see on concrete. The ridge itself looks to be an anticline to me, which is where rock layers have been warped to a bell curve shape. What's even cooler is the fact that a river slices right through the middle of this ridge. Overall, I just think this area is super intriguing, as the geology seemingly keeps getting more interesting the closer you look. Again, drone footage here would be awesome to see, and I think just walking around and exploring all these wild formations would be a great time. This might be one of the most complex areas that
I did that little every other because I saw a video and the dude did it and it looked pretty cool, so I thought I'd try it. But I'm saying I don't have enough potatoes to do it all the way, so I just only got these 2 little strips.
that I do most of my Google Earth exploration on stream. So if you want to come hang out and see how I find these things on Google Earth, just keep an eye out for when I go live. It's a great time, and I find way more things on stream than are included in this video. If you want to go watch any past streams, just click on the live tab on my channel to go see those. Alright, back to the video. This list was really hard to make because of how many incredible things that I've been finding lately. But these top 2 spots were very easy to decide on, and they are both otherworldly places that will be life-changing experiences if I ever get to visit them. So, at number 2, I have Boomnock Island. This is an extremely remote volcanic island that I came across on stream while checking out each of the Aleutian Islands of Alaska. Most of the Aleutian Islands are pretty cool, but this one is something else. It is completely uninhabited, other than one small settlement on the southwestern tip of the island, called Nikolsky. So, what makes this island so amazing? Well, the first thing I noticed about it, and probably the most impressive feature, is this massive caldera that sits in the northeastern volcano. This caldera is full of interesting features, like several bright blue lakes, orange cinder cones, and even this stark green moss covering all of the hill slopes. From
That's
this, I was
cool.
hoping that the place would have one of the most insane color schemes of any natural landscape. Bright greens, dark blacks, vibrant blues, and oranges. However, often the imagery can exaggerate color, so I didn't keep my hopes up. Normally, places this remote don't actually have any photos for us to look at and see what the landscape is really like, so we're just left speculating based off the imagery. Then I noticed that there are actually photospheres on this island, thanks to Victor Poston, who also has a video of his trip here, and he's doing us all a big favor by sharing with us what this island really looks like.
Oh, sorry about that. Anyway, I think I might make a mine.
Even more insane than I
Because this is Minecraft. Duh.
I cannot believe those colors.
Get a few
This
extra
whole
blocks.
caldera is really an unbelievable place. And if we check out some of his other photospheres, we can see that the rest of the island is also gorgeous, and also has some interesting things like old abandoned structures and some waterfalls, actually.
Oh, waterfalls! I like waterfalls. Nice and pretty.
Is now one of the places
And
on Earth
pretty.
that I want to visit the most. I don't know if I'll ever be able to make it out there just because of how remote and difficult travel would be, but if I do, I
Let's see, I think
one of the
there
most
might be
stunning
a good enough cave in the mountain.
I could keep talking about this island forever, but go check it out for yourself on Google Earth, and go watch Victor's video. Now I'll leave it at that, so let's move on to number 1.
I need to get more wood.
You're keeping tabs on me. No, I'm
You're
not.
keeping tabs on me.
So, you might be wondering, how could you have found anything more incredible than Boomnock Island? Well, let me introduce you to Bathurst Island. This place is so chock full of amazing cool Earth finds that I might have to make a full video about this place, because I don't think I can come even close to including it all in this video. I'll go over the highlights to give you a good idea, though. Baffin Island is a massive island located in the farthest northern region of Canada. I only started to realize what a crazy place it was after a person on screen recommended I check out this photosphere right here. My jaw dropped when I saw that mountain.
Whee!
And wouldn't you know, again, it's Victor Posnov with the photosphere. He really has done some crazy stuff. Anyway, this is Mount Asgard, and I could not think of a better name, a more fitting name for a mountain as godly as that one. After seeing that, I became intrigued with the island, and I started to look around the rest of it for cool features. That's when I realized there are incredible features almost everywhere. Whether it's these interesting glacial pools, strange pine beetle-looking formations, permafrost depressions, these weird round hills, or just shocking mosaics of glacial lakes. This island is full of landscapes that are basically art in my eyes. I don't doubt that many of these would not look like very much from the ground, but they are certainly beautiful from a satellite or plane. Regardless, this island is a massive stretch of mostly uninhabited Arctic land that is probably one of the most gorgeous, untouched places left on Earth. I doubt I'll ever be able to make a trip up to the island to see Mount Asgard, just because it is so far north, it's really hard to get there. But it is one of my biggest hopes that I do.
Oh, my earbud fell out.
I'll be sharing it with you guys on this channel here. If you want to go see some of the places on Google Earth that I have gone and visited in person, check out this video here. Probably my favorite of
And can you make it last forever?
Otherwise, thank
I
you for
said
watching.
I'm about to go to war.
Some exploring on Google Earth. It's a great
I don't know if I'ma see you again. I don't know what the dude is trying to do. Can I get a kiss? What do I wanna? Alright, we can watch that. Oh no, I don't wanna do this.
You know when
This is
people
stupid.
throw a dart at a map to pick a country to travel to? Well,
I've seen Fortnite videos where it's like, oh my god, darn on this tower, I gotta drop it. Wow!
This isn't gonna be a state.
And they're like, what do you know? It lands on the map.
But a precise geographic coordinate that I'm gonna have to get to. And I have no idea where it's gonna be or how hard it's gonna be to get
Oh
there.
heavens.
This is going to be a road trip of complete randomness. It's going to be exciting to go on a journey of chance, on the way to a place I never would have gone to, if not for the need to pick a destination that no one has ever chosen before. Alright, here is my random point generator, and I've constrained it to the western US because I am not about to drive to New York over the weekend. Okay, now I'm just going to hit randomize, and there's our location. For some reason, this website displays China on this pop-up, but if I copy and paste this into Google Earth, we can see the real location.
Oh wait, nope, it's China.
Where am I going? Oh, interesting. Okay, so this looks to be in Utah, a very dense canyon region, pretty deep into the mountains as well. I've definitely never been here, so
No.
it's interesting. So now I
Really?
need to figure out if it's actually feasible for me to get here over the weekend, and if it's legal for me to do so. And for that, I'm using my Utah Road and Recreation Atlas. This atlas is great because it includes everything like land ownership and road networks, which is mostly what I need to make sure I can go here. I circled it here just a minute ago, and you can see that it's somewhere on page 63, somewhere in there. And now I'm on page 63, and I just need to use the coordinates to find it. And I can take the latitude for my coordinate and use these latitude lines here to find out where my point is going to be. My point is at 3922, so I can draw a line on 3922. Now I just need to draw my longitude line, and I can see that 10920 is here, and 10930 is here. My longitude is 10925. That'll just be right in the middle of that. And so I can draw a line here, and where these two lines I've drawn cross is where my point is going to be. Okay, so now that I have my point mapped out here, I can make sure I can actually get here. And we can see that it is located right next to this dirt road, which is this red dashed line. And it is also on this yellow and green land, which means it's either on BLM or Forest Service. And that means I can legally go here because that is public land. So I'm good to go. Now that we got that all figured out, the only thing left to do is get going. My problem is snowing. It was just my luck to plan this adventure on the very day of one of the biggest ever March storms that hit the west. It's going to make getting to my point a lot more difficult, actually. What I'm worried about is, as we saw on the map, the last about 12 miles of my journey are going to be on a dirt road, and that dirt road is probably impassable when wet. It's looking like instead of random sightseeing, I might just be battling this storm. Alright, let's get going. I'm from northern Utah, which means my route is going to take me down through the Salt Lake Valley and then through Price, which also means I have a couple mountain passes, and the first obstacle on my list is going to be Sardine Canyon, which is just up ahead. And as you guys can see, it's pretty much a full whiteout right now, so I'm just going to have to be really careful up here. This canyon is known for people wrecking every time it snows, so I'm going to have to go real slow, drive like a grandma, and be careful here. On my route down through Utah, there's actually a lot of cool things that I really hope I get to see, things that I've never seen before that would be nice roadside stops along the way. We'll see if I can make it to them. One of them is a really nice pictograph panel that I've been wanting to see for a long time.
Don't wait in line. Beat the deadline with tax experts by your side. Get matched with an expert who can file your taxes as soon as today. The IRS deadline is April 15th. Hand off your taxes to an expert today.
Alright, made it through Sardine Canyon safely, but that was definitely one of the more stressful drives I've had through there. It was getting pretty backed up near the city in the middle there. And I just wanna ask you guys a question real quick. I'm gonna put the sign up of that city's name. How do you think you pronounce that city's name? Normal person might say Mantua, right? Wrong.
Mantua.
Utahns are super weird, and they pronounce that word right there as Manaway. I don't know. Don't ask me. Do not ask me. Anyway, around Manaway, got some pretty stiff traffic, and it was a little scary, but got through. There's definitely no ice, which was nice. And now I'm at Maverick. First Maverick stop of the trip, and Maverick stops are really the lifeblood of my adventures because that's where I gas up, and that's where I go to the bathroom and get snacks, and you know, that keeps me going. That was a good Maverick stop. It's time to keep going. Yeah, it should be about, I don't know, hopefully just maybe 2 hours to get through the Salt Lake Valley, and then I'm going to have to deal with the Price Canyon, which is probably going to be just like Sardine Canyon, except way longer and probably more snow. So then I can chill out a bit and have some easier driving. When I generated my random point, I was actually really hoping that it would be somewhere farther, like in New Mexico or Arizona or something. But it just so happens to be in the same state that I live in. So I'm driving a route that I have driven before. The last half of it should be pretty new for me, which is what I'm really excited about. I did generate a couple test points before I did the one that I recorded. And some of those ended up being like in the ocean next to California because of how I set my parameters. I got lucky with Utah for sure. Or not lucky because, I mean, I would rather it be somewhere else, but it happened to be close, I guess, is what I should say. Getting on the highway now, so just record some more GoPro time
a really beautiful canyon. So I'm really excited. And as long as it clears up a little bit tomorrow, should at least get some pretty cool views. I was looking closer at the road on Google Maps as well, and I saw that the road has full stream crossings. And with how much precipitation is coming down, those are probably going to be pretty muddy. But I don't know. Maybe I'll still be able to drive up the road, and this will be pretty easy. Let me know if you're enjoying this format, because I just came up with it like last week, and I was really excited to be doing this new style of video. Because at least for this one, it really feels like a Utah edition, because I live in Utah and I live in Utah. But in the future, I thought it'd be fun, maybe instead of constraining to the west, I could constrain to different states and have